Awesome. So, good morning to everyone listening to this on YouTube. It's our first sit of the year. Some classes they lay down. That's an option as you get more into it and the teacher feels more comfortable. Maybe you'll feel more comfortable. That's an interesting experience where you're not stuck in a desk. And so, like in this room, I'm in Mrs. Gonzalez's room and it's carpeted. Some of the portables, PE. If you had PE in 6th grade, maybe you remember me. We did our last sit as a group at Iron Horse on Friday the 13th. You may have remembered it. Our last day of school together. So we've done a lot, we've experienced a lot, we've felt a lot. And I'm here to kind of offer a chance for you to just not have to do a lot. To just be. To not have to try to be something or make something spiritual happen, because it's really not that. It's more of just learning how to notice what is happening around you. And I always offer this because I think it's amazing how social media, you might notice there's people with millions and millions of followers. And I look at the singers and the athletes and the people that teach mindfulness, and they have so many followers. And one of the common things that they've learned how to do is to focus their attention on something that they're really passionate about. And a lot of famous people, like my friends that work at Google or Apple, have discovered mindfulness at the job. They get to take, a half hour a day to just be, to not have to do anything. And there's a lot to that with productivity and happiness and all of the above. So that was a couple minute introduction. So I'm going to keep this shorter today. So I'm going to take you through the 6 sense windows and see what you think. So the first one I always like to ask you to do is like look around the room, maybe look at something, and what story comes up. Do you start to think about what you're looking at, and what does it feel like when you close your eyes? So everybody, invite you to close your eyes and think about how it just shifted everything from being all that sensory input through your eyes, and now with your eyes closed, what does that feel like? The second sense window, I'd like you to explore the sensation of, because this one you can't really just shut it off. Like my voice, you hear my voice as we're sitting here, and you can't really turn it off. You can choose how much you listen, but really focus now on what you hear when you really practice, like what is happening around you. Just listen. And maybe as you're listening, you start to think about what you're hearing. Maybe tell a story about it. And with mindfulness, you're learning how to just to notice what is happening and to take it in. And the next thing that we're going to learn how to use this year is our breath. So I'd like you to kind of breathe through your nose. Notice how it feels, how long the breaths are, where do they start, where do they stop. Now you're going to kind of breathe through the mouth. What do you notice? Is it the same as when you breathe through your nose? That sense window is full of lots of discoveries because you can almost taste the breath as it comes in your mouth. And there's things called mindful eating where you really notice everything that you're eating. But the mouth's full of senses that take it all in. It's a very important sense window. Now the fifth sense window is your body. What does it feel like right now? Are you hot? Are you cold? Can you feel where you're sitting on the chair, laying on the ground? What do your feet feel like? You bring awareness to something maybe you weren't even noticing before. Is your back straight? Can you feel your hair on your head or your ears? Maybe you can feel a little tense tightness in your forehead or your neck. Just kind of notice it. Don't have to change anything or make it better or different. And so say you're feeling into the body and you notice like a car drive by or you hear something in the room. Or you might be kind of lost in a thought. And we'll do that a lot this year where we come back to our breath. Maybe feel it through the nose or the mouth. Just kind of bring awareness to it. And what we're going to learn a lot about this year is the sixth sense window, which is your brain, your mind, however you want to look at it, interpreting all of these senses. And I'll invite you to maybe feel the body, listen, maybe open your eyes. Whatever feels good as a sense window awareness, to kind of notice what's happening in this moment. All right. Thanks, everybody. It was a really good sit. Appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day.